Okay, you beautiful passengers, welcome back to the back of the semi-truck once again, and y'all could tell from the thumbnail, you could tell from the title, RWBY Volume 9, Chapter 4, that's what we're about to sit back and watch together, and right here at the beginning, this is the thumbnail that I've got to work with, or at least the screenshot that I've got to work with. Hopefully y'all can see that with no glare, and I've come to find out that that is no spoiler whatsoever. That is a scene from the intro to the show, or the opening, depending on how you like to say that, and cool beans on that. That means no spoilers for me. So, other than that, I really don't have too much to say here at the beginning, other than this location that I'm at tonight is an extraordinarily quiet location. So I know with me saying that, it's probably then going to have 15 daggone semi-trucks just pass by here and make their deliveries here and all that good stuff. But it is a quiet night here for me, so I am thankful for that. And tonight on the screen, of course, I've got that going. All I did was search RWBY Lo-Fi, and there's a screenshot for me on the TV. So, yeah, I don't know what music's playing, but it is what it is. That's what we got playing. So, I don't know what else to say. Other than, we did find out where Neo is. We did find out her semblance got stronger. I was notified that she has duplicated or made duplicates of other people before, but not to the extent that she has, made duplicates of herself here. So she's gotten a stronger semblance, but at the same time, she could do something like this before. So we're just going to see kind of where we go with it and stuff like that. And other than that, I'm trying to think of more stuff to say. I can't think of nothing, so I need to shut up. We need to jump into this episode. It's like 18 minutes long, so play that intro so I could jump into it.
Do you believe in destiny? Yes.
Okay, let's go ahead and get this intro going. There it is. Okay. Took me a moment. I'm still not quite feeling this intro either. It just doesn't feel like RWBY. Granted, here's where we kind of get into where it feels like RWBY. But I honestly feel like maybe the intro should have started with this heavy, fast-paced goingness. If I'm saying that correctly. I did just down half an energy drink, so fair warning, I'm going to be more scatterbrained than normal. Granted, I shouldn't be drinking that at this time of night, but I'm so addicted to them anyway at this point, it's not going to hurt nothing. I'll be able to just pass right out anyway. Alright, I got to shut up. Let's start talking about RWBY. Okay. Are we going to get some Jean this episode? That's what I'm wondering. And I'm wondering about that army behind her now. Because now we see Neo can kind of just... I guess maybe she's going to create her own Wonderland with a cast of characters behind her, since she can now create. So, I don't know. Maybe she's going to get all that she's ever wanted, and maybe she'll even get Roman back by just recreating him. I know that's not going to happen. Let's go ahead and proceed, though. Okay, Kitty. That's where we're starting. Chasing down the kitty.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
The curious cat.
Kitty, kitty, kitty.
Not the Cheshire cat.
A cat's strange quarters. Excuse me.
You're excused.
Hello, cat. Curious cat? which one do you go by?
Oh, I don't go by. That belongs to the days and the years. But if you're asking me what
interesting.
I do suppose I am indeed a cat. Most curious.
Of course.
I feel like I know that voice.
Look, my friends and I really need to get to that giant tree, and so far nothing we've tried has gotten us any further. It looks to me like we're even farther.
Yeah, I think that's because we're 6 inches tall.
Yeah,
It could be both.
true.
The trees. Tree. Of course. That is most definitely impossible. You do not go to the tree. The tree
The
goes
tree
to
comes
you,
to
unless, of
you,
course,
huh?
me, you see.
Huh.
Not even a little bit.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't.
that's your problem.
I'm not following,
It's a
but
matter
let's
of
continue
perspective,
anyway
my
and see
friend.
if I can follow.
But, couldn't you take us then? You've been there before.
So why would I ever want to go back?
Huh.
Yes, I'm glad we understand one another.
No, not
sense
quite
in
yet,
seeing
Curious
a
Cat.
sight seen.
I am interested in these butterflies, though. We are seeing a lot of butterflies floating around, so they have to be
Alex?
significant.
How do you know her? Are you friends of hers? Lifelong nemesis? Wait, don't tell me. Okay, no, tell me.
Well, we
Okay,
don't
I like this cat.
personally. Just
She wrote a book about her entire adventure in the ever after.
A book? Is it well liked?
It's kind of a childhood favorite of everyone's, where we're from.
Yes. Oh, please, I simply must know more. What did she write about? How was I portrayed? And do I smell a mouse?
Yeah, you smell a mouse, but
From
You
one
can't
cat
eat
to
it.
another. Could you give us a minute, please?
Oh, so they're spoken for. Well, please hurry. I have so many questions.
Are we sure they're not called the constantly annoying cat?
Got him. Totally roasted.
thank you.
Guys, the curious cat was described as an ally with an appetite for information. Just because they don't want to go back to the tree,
the
doesn't mean we
animation's
can't
still feeling a
lure
little
them
bit
there.
off to me,
Okay.
but
Yeah, we just need to keep their attention along the
I
way.
think that's actually
shouldn't be too
intentional
hard.
because
We
we
know all
are
sorts of
supposed
the
to
cat's
feel
dog.
like we're in another world.
No. But wait up! Didn't you
What
have
happened?
questions for us? We'd be happy to answer them.
Did, you
I
caught
sense
the
a bot
butterfly.
approaching.
No.
Huh.
I mean, we do
Okay.
still need to go to the tree, but that'll take ages, right? Plenty of time to tell you all the stuff from our world.
He did say
Look,
he
ever seen a
sees a
scroll
butt
before?
coming, and you
Ooh.
did say,
Luminous
but
rectangle. Ooh,
it doesn't have to come
what
right
does
away.
this button do?
Whoa, selfie.
Why is it painting tiny flat versions of me? Is that what I look like smiling?
Hook, line, and sinker.
How exciting. So, the old man and the boy share a body now? Ooh, that's got some uncomfortable implications. Who thought that was a helpful way to reincarnate? The same people who put a city in the sky. Ooh, speaking
Huh.
of Atlas, did that CL girl from the Vital
I
Festival
wonder
ever
if
come
they
back in a
all.
notable way?
Save the
Just
thought
so
for
many
later, Billy.
characters to keep track
Save
of.
it for later.
Wait, what was my original question?
Blake, it's your turn. You asked about the origins of Remnant.
That's right. Woo, those two brothers. Talk about a god complex, am I right? All in all, a rather entertaining summary.
Wow.
Though I felt some of the character voices were a bit uninspired. Looking at you, wise huntress.
Again, it's wise. Just wise.
Apologies. To your credit, you lot certainly know more about the beginnings of Remnant than Alex did. That girl could barely see past her own nose.
Oh, what do you mean?
Oh, you know. Just hilariously concerned with trivial things.
Yeah,
Such
but
as.
she learned her lesson in the end, right?
I'd certainly say so. Oh, would you look at that? The edge of the garden's acre.
Okay, so we're finally at the edge and about to go into a new acre.
This entire world is put together like a bunch of mixed up puzzle pieces. How does anyone make sense of this?
See, right there
Each
where
character is made
with
specifically
Blake
for
and
its
Yang just then,
inhabitants
that
and their
felt
roles.
like
Is it not like that on Remnant?
they did the background
No.
and
How strange.
did them later,
even
and
occurred to me
it
to
just
ask that
feels something feels off about it. Just the whole thing, honestly.
We're back to regular size?
Not long at all. The garden is just down this path and is sure to have all the ingredients we need for a lovely Grogurt parfait. Just don't go talking to anyone without me. If you're not careful.
We might get our heads cut off.
That is how we met, isn't it? Oh, you remnant folk are such troublemakers.
But
Well,
I
I'm
think
sure we'll cause a lot less trouble once we're back to normal.
Bah,
you don't
I
have
see
to
what all
worry
the fuss
about
is
getting your head cut
Some
off
of my
here. I
best
think you're going to
friends
have
are 6
other
inches
issues to
tall.
deal with.
If I were you, I'd be more worried about... Who was that scary sorceress you mentioned? Salem?
Salem.
How many more relics does she need to end the world again? How are you even supposed to stop her now?
Laughing like this.
Hey, Rubes?
I...
Maybe we shouldn't worry about home right now. We've got enough problems to...
The cat!
What?
Jeez, Yang.
Oh, I wasn't paying
I
attention.
get that the cat just kind of walked away, but...
Now.
Whew,
They saw a bug.
And you didn't say anything?
that was loud.
It was a
And out of
very
nowhere in a brut.
interesting bug.
Of all the characters from the book, why did it have to be the cat? Why couldn't we have gotten help from the lively carpenter or the rusted knight? One was sweet, one was handsome, and neither of them had the attention span of a goldfish.
You know, I bet you could find a goldfish in one of these ponds.
Hey,
Okay,
do you
so...
hear that?
I think with all the mushrooms and stuff that we have going around, we're about to get our caterpillar here. Who the caterpillar is going to be portraying, I'm not 100% sure.
Is this the garden?
It certainly looks like a garden. But where's that humming coming from?
Oh, wait.
What are you?
I am getting really tired of that question.
What question?
Oh, okay, so
What
you're
are
not the
you?
caterpillar.
Oh, that question.
Oh, wait, are you?
Isn't it all?
Holy crap, I thought you were like
I'm
a praying
the
mantis.
The herbalist. At least. Until I'm not anymore.
Oh, good. Well, all questions answered then.
Sorry to bother, but, my friends and I could use some help. See, we're trying to get to that giant tree, but...
Help getting to the tree. Ah, yes. Everyone needs help these days. Everyone.
Okay. Who's everyone? Neo? Jean? I don't... Let's figure this out. Come on, let's do it.
Well,
I feel like this
are you
episode's
coming
really
in,
slow
or
as well.
aren't you?
You can make us a Grogurt parfait, right?
Yes, please make them a Grogurt parfait to help them grow.
I must say, you all seem a bit, hesitant. What did you say you were again?
We're huntresses.
And what exactly does a huntress do?
Fight monsters, I guess. I'm sorry, I don't understand why this matters.
I don't understand how you don't understand. I am an herbalist. I
Okay.
make medicines and remedies to help others on their journeys. It is what I am. So
if
do
you're
you
a
know what
huntress,
huntress is, or
what
do you guess?
Do you
Huntresses
think a huntress
are
do?
heroes. We protect those who can't protect themselves.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know. Blake
No.
understands.
Would you say that you're good huntresses?
Look, can you help us or not?
I am trying. But you are making this far more
Oh, I thought he got really
complicated
tall
than it
all
needs
of a
to
sudden.
be.
I was like, wait, whoa.
We all have our time.
It was just the perspective of
to play.
everything around
In
him.
order to help you become whatever it is you need to become, you should really have a better understanding of what you are now.
Okay. How do we open mushroom door?
This is how a king winds up a prince. Follow me.
Huh.
My work is never done.
Interesting line there. This is how a king ends up as a prince.
Please, take a seat.
Actually, I think maybe we should be going. Right, Ruby?
This won't take long.
But why do you have to go all of a sudden, Blake?
Just answer the questions.
Yes, let's answer the questions.
What are you?
Okay, what are you? Let's find out. What are we? Oh.
No.
Are you drugging her? Oh, no, you're not drugging her. You're getting all of them in this little misty fog thing. Awesome.
Blake!
Ruby!
Okay, so y'all are going to meet your former selves, yes.
What?
You don't have to go forward, you know. You could go back. Back to before.
What?
Huh?
What are you talking about?
It's simple, really. You could just be human. Or just a cat, if you wanted. Really, it's up to you. Why would I do that?
Yeah, why would you
Like
do
I
both?
said, it's simple. Much simpler
You
than
could be
trying
both,
to a
yeah,
bridge between
is what I'm trying to
humans
say in
and
my head.
faunus.
It took...
Why
Oh.
struggle with that responsibility?
The Schnee name. Why bother anymore? What does it even stand for now? Instead, you could be a nobody. Could you imagine? Not a single bit of baggage upon your shoulders.
Really?
Isn't that what you want? To be free?
To be something simpler?
To be whole again?
What about Ruby and all
No.
this, though?
My losses, my failures, those more than anything are what have shaped me into who I am. Showed me how I need to grow. If there's something I'm missing, it's not because
See,
I've
this
lost it.
animation
It's
feels
'cause I haven't found it
correct.
yet.
This
And the
feels
only way to do that
good.
is to keep going.
A simple life wouldn't be.
Oh, are we
my
gonna
life.
finally get our
My
phrase,
family,
keep
my
moving
friends,
forward?
My culture. I belong to them just as much as they belong to me. To give that all away wouldn't be simplicity. It would be betrayal.
I don't know who you think you are, but let me tell you who I am. I am the granddaughter of a hero and the child of a villain. I am a citizen of a fallen
like that.
kingdom and an heir to nothing. I will not be defined by
Weiss's
my name
little
because I will be
speech
the one to define
It's
it.
really making her
I am
almost the
Weiss
best
Schnee,
girl.
And I am a huntress.
I am a huntress.
I am a huntress.
Ruby,
So, are you a
What about you?
huntress? Like the ones you read about in books?
I don't know.
They always saved the day, didn't they? Always knew what to do. Always won in the end.
But
okay.
life isn't like a
I'm not sure exactly
That's right. It's up
whether
to
this
you
is
to
a
make things
subconscious
better,
thing
isn't
or
it?
is this a drug trip. What's going
Everything
on?
all depends on you.
But obviously,
Your sister needs you.
we know what's
Your
going
friends
on. You
need
know,
you.
he's trying to get them
The
to figure out
whole
who are
world
you.
needs you to keep fighting forever and ever against an invincible monster that took your mother.
Oh?
Mom was the best, but even she failed, and that doesn't seem fair. None of this seems fair.
What am I supposed to do?
You can do whatever you want. Be whoever you want. You don't even have to be Ruby Rose.
Oh, so what are we doing?
So, what are you gonna be?
Get away from her!
Was this what you were trying to do?
Oh my, that's a bit much.
Oh, Herb,
Really?
look at yourself. You're done. You're supposed to be helping
What-
others
what-
find their way. but you've lost your own. Please, let me help.
I'm really confused. Was he
of my
trying to help them? Everybody else figured out what was going on.
I do apologize.
And that's even more curious about you, Cat.
Huntresses, was it? Peculiar things.
Oh gosh, little.
I found the cat.
Well, didn't that episode just leave us with more questions than we came in with? Holy crap. Okay, oh, and I lost that earpiece, but that's okay. I caught it right there. Okay, so now, okay, I'm presuming what we were getting right there is RWBY trying to decide whether or not to even go back home and trying to figure out who she even wants to be. I mean, say what you will about the little caterpillar thingy, which is what, the herbalist? Yes, that was the name, herbalist. Say what you will though, he did help them figure some things out, or at least for Yang, Blake, and Weiss. He helped them figure out, hey, look, I am a huntress. This is who I am. I'm here to help people. I know who I am as a person. These struggles in my life made me who I am. He helped them figure it out, but RWBY was conflicted. I don't know if maybe he was trying to get her to figure things out and maybe stay there? I'm not sure about that, but then the old curious cat came in, jumped in, and kind of, I don't, who's the villain here? That's the thing, is the curious cat kind of leading them in a different direction than they should be going? Is the caterpillar trying to help them, but, the curious cat stopped everything, and then he did some sort of little magic touch thing, and kind of, messed with them, and then he sent them down somewhere. I don't know where he sent them. But he's curious and trying to get a bunch of information about Remnant as well. It's very, very interesting. I'm gonna be real. The episode started. Oh, look at that! I went to an ad. But either way, the episode started out really slow for me. Personally, it was really, really slow, and it was just like, okay, let's pick it up. And we finally picked it up in the last 6 or 7, maybe 8-ish minutes. And we got a lot of information, but I feel like we're not moving fast enough with what we're doing with this episode, with this season / volume. I feel like we're not moving fast at all. I feel like we're going to a point where we're going to end up rushing probably the last 2 episodes, because this is the 4th episode in a chapter, whatever we're calling it, but pretty much this is the 4th one. If we only got 10, we're barely moving along. We haven't seen Jean yet, which everyone's presuming he's the Rusted Knight and stuff like that, but we haven't seen Jean. We haven't, we're not getting nothing on Neo. We're not getting nothing. It feels like, granted, I understand this is a journey for, RWBY, Weiss, Blake, and Yang. This is their journey that they're going on for themselves and trying to figure things out and stuff like that. But I feel like we're just not getting no story. Granted, yeah, I like the idea of RWBY trying to figure out, should I just stay here, kind of, or, she's trying to figure it out and trying to figure out what's the point of all this. If I can't defeat this, if I can't defeat Salem, what's the point? I get that she's worried about stuff and stuff like that, but we're just not getting nowhere. But on the other hand, I do like the contrast of where we started in the beginning, where they were all looking up at, well, I don't think they were all looking up at the night sky, but Professor RWBY, yes, I do remember that name. It's been forever, but I do remember. He asked them, why do you want to be huntresses? And I remember the other three struggling with that. And RWBY, on the other hand, didn't struggle with that. She just wanted to help people. And it's a stark contrast between then and now. Now, RWBY, on the other hand, doesn't know if she can keep going and being a huntress, but the other three are like, look, I know who I am. I'm a huntress. Blah, blah, blah. All that good stuff. So, I don't know. There's a lot of things working, but I don't feel like we're getting nowhere. And then on top of that, I feel like they're doing it on purpose with the animation. I get that. We're supposed to feel like we're in a different world, like we're not supposed to be here, and this just feels like it's just a weird animation. It's like they got these backgrounds. The backgrounds don't move hardly at all. I don't get me wrong. I get that you got to kind of create something sometimes. But I get that you got to create backgrounds before you create the animation for the characters sometimes, is what I was trying to say there. But it just doesn't feel like RWBY for some reason to me. I know to other people it probably feels like, oh, we're back in this world, it's great. But this world doesn't feel like, Remnant to me. So I get that they're going for that, but again, it just, something feels different. Now, when they were within that fog, smoke-looking thing, even though they had their original designs in there, it felt like it was supposed to be that way, and that felt natural animation. I don't know. I should just shut up. I'm just going to keep rambling on and on and on. Y'all know me by now. I can just keep going with the most insignificant little things. So, either way, though, I feel like it's going to... I actually feel like the animation might get a little bit more feeling the way it's feeling as we even progress, because the more we're in the storybook, the more it should feel like a storybook, a fairy tale, like we're not supposed to be there. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to be done with this and pass it off to y'all, and I don't know. That's about all I can think of to say. So, with that said, it is now up to y'all. Hit that like, tickle to subscribe, don't be texting and driving, and as Mr. Rogers always says,
and I like you as you are, I do.